Hey, welcome to Python tutorial number 6. In this video, we're going to learn about tuples.
Here is the overview. To get the most out of this video, first on your browser, go to repl.it, and click on Start Coding here, and then click on Python. You will get an IDE with Python 3.8.2 version. Okay, so once you have that open, uh, come back to this video. For now, just pause and go do that. So now I already have my REPL window open and I have some code in here. So first of all, so let's see what a tuple is. A tuple is an ordered collection of objects that is immutable. So just to show you the difference between a list and a tuple and a set, I have defined all three variables in here, and as you can see, a list is enclosed with square brackets, a tuple is enclosed with parentheses, and a set is enclosed with curly braces. So I'm going to go ahead and print the set and tuple here, and don't worry about list for now. So, and the order in which the elements are assigned to the set is v1, v2, v3, but when it printed the set, it printed in this order: v3, v1, and v2. But you can see when it printed the tuple, it retained the order in the assignment, right? So this is an ordered collection. So that's the first point to remember. And if you run it again, so now it's v3, v1, v2. So that just keep your eyes on the set print statement. So now it's v1, v3, v2. So it's changing. So in a set, or a set is not an ordered collection. A set is a unique collection, but it's not an ordered collection. Okay, so we got that down. So let's move on. So the next thing we want to understand is the assignment, or the mutability aspect of it. So we use the index positions. So I'm trying to assign kiwi to this position, right? So, and then the same way I'm trying to assign kiwi, this new fruit name, to the 0th position in tuple as well. So let's run it and see. And first of all, let's just run the list assignment, and then let's see what happens. So it's probably working. So let's go ahead and print it. Right, so list 1, okay, printed. Yeah, as you can see, now banana has been replaced with kiwi, so that worked. So now if I want to just look at the tuple assignment, and let's see what happens. So all it says is a tuple object does not support item assignment. So basically a tuple is an immutable object, and you cannot change values like this. So what you choose to put in a tuple should be something that will not change throughout the program, right? So that's when you use tuple data structure, right? So now, all right, so we have seen that that's not possible. So the second thing is okay, so I'm going to show you something that might surprise you. So okay, we know that the assignment is not possible. So here we have another tuple called tuple underscore 2, and that's enclosed with parentheses, as it should be, and we have cherry, kiwi, and we have a list inside a tuple, which is absolutely possible, right? A list inside a tuple. So In Python, actually, most of the data structures can contain mixed data types. Like list can contain mixed data types and dictionary and so on. So Python is a really flexible language. So now a tuple here, it contains a list inside it, which is okay. And I'm going to try to modify this list. Uh, you know, I'm not let's see actually if that works, right? So I'm going to try to print the tuple after. So let's see. All right, so that ran successfully. So what that means is, even though this tuple is not a mutable object, or this tuple is an immutable object, the list object inside tuple is indeed a mutable object. So when I modified or appended another value to this list, this blueberry value, it it ran fine and it succeeded. So, and that's what we're seeing here, right? So the next thing I want to show you is packing and unpacking of tuples. So let's actually get some code for that. All right, so I'm going to delete this part. So now, we have another tuple, right, called tuple3 with these 3 fruits in it, right, fruit strings. So what I'm going to do is basically, so let me comment this out. So I'm going to take this tuple and I'm going to assign it to 3 variables for this tuple actually, in which we have these 3 variables. And then let's try to print, uh, let's say, fruit 1. Okay. So let's see if this is okay. So it seems to be okay. So we could also do, uh, let's just take all of this and put it in here, and let's try to run it. Yep. So what's happening here is basically, yes, so tuple is a variable and we assigned a few values to it, right? And then we are using this variable, and now the values in this variable are being unpacked into these 3 variables respectively, right? So banana gets assigned to fruit 1, apple gets assigned to fruit 2, watermelon gets assigned to fruit 3. So that, and then we're trying to print it, right? So what is awesome is you don't even need to include this parenthesis like when you're unpacking. So you don't even need to put the parenthesis or enclose it with parenthesis, and then you will still get the same behavior. So now I'm going to try and print all 3 of these guys, right? So there you go. Let's try again. Yep. So we have successfully unpacked this tuple into all 3 of these variables. Okay, so now the next thing is okay, swapping. So this ability to pack and unpack tuples enables us to do swapping of 2 variables in in a slightly better way in Python, right? So let's actually take 2 variables called A and B, right? And what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to use the console this time for this. So let's actually just type this out. So a equal to 3, b equal to 4, and when I type a comma b, it basically creates a tuple, right? So if you want to check the type of that, right, so a comma b, that's maybe, let's try putting a parenthesis around it. So that's a tuple, right? So that's good. So if I type b comma a, that's also a tuple. So now the magic is, so if I want to swap a and b, the values of a and b, right, I want to assign 4 to a and 3 to b, right? How do I do that? So we just do this. So b a comma b equals b comma a. So what's happening here is we are unpacking this tuple and assigning to the values, assigning to the variables here, right? So now if I printed a, that's 4, and if I printed b, that's 3, right? So that's the magic of unpacking tuples. Okay, so now I think that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you're enjoying my tutorial videos.